This is a demonstration of real card control, something card mechanics have studied for ages. And by the end of this video, you'll get a glimpse into this world and even be able to perform it yourself. I'm obsessed with this effect, and let me show you why. So I'll start by taking the cards out of the tuck box, and we can begin by giving the cards a quick little shuffle. Maybe even a couple of cuts for those disbelievers in the back, but between me and you, it doesn't matter what order the cards are in, because the card mechanic has the ability to literally take nothing and turn it into something. Let me show you what I mean. Top card is the Queen of Hearts, the red card. Next card's a black card, then a red card, then black, then red, then black, then red. And I'm assuming you're seeing what the pattern is here. We'll take these cards, put it on top of this deck. Those same cards can now be taken, and the order can be completely different. Maybe not completely different, but you can see how the order has changed, right? So now it's 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 2 black, 2 red, 2 black, right? We start with the Queen of Hearts, end with the Jack of Clubs, right? Everything in between, I want you to remember Queen of Hearts, Jack of Clubs, everything in between is alternating in twos. We're gonna stop now, we're gonna deal starting with the Queen of Hearts, and we're gonna keep going until we get to the what was the card? The Jack of Clubs. There we go, look at that. Alternating order, red, black, red, black, red, black, starting with the Queen, ending with the Jack. This is where it gets even more fun, because if we take one card from the top, put it on the bottom, we can actually deal in groups of not 1, not 2, but 3, right? So 3 red, 3 black, 3 red, 3 black, 3 red, 3 black, right? So you've seen the ability that I have. We can take these cards and manipulate them in pretty much any way. So now I want it to be your turn. Tell me 1, 2, or 3 alternating. Let's say you want me to continue doing 3, because a lot of the time I stop at 3 and people are thinking, oh, you can't go any deeper with 3. You have the deck set up in some way, but you can see, there we go. We have the 3s. Now, let's say you want me to switch it up and do 2s. That's not a problem, because we can do 2s all day long as well, right? So that's 2, that's 2, that's 2, but let's switch it up and bring it all back together through to the final amount, right? So that's every alternating card is what we started with. So I feel like that's a good place to, whoa. Okay, see, these cards are alternating. That's completely fine. What is, okay, that doesn't really matter. But the point is, you see the skills of a card mechanic. I've been obsessed with this method ever since I learned it, and I think you will be too. So the principle of this effect is based off the Skarn card puzzle, which was then evolved by Bill Simon into the effect you're seeing now called Call to the Colors. And this is my variation. Grab a deck and I'll show you how it's done. All right, so here's the hard truth. This is not an easy effect. It will take you a lot of practice. I definitely messed up during the performance, but hopefully you can be a lot better than I ever was. So for this effect, I like to begin with a false shuffle, and it's going to be heavily reliant on the second deal. Richard Turner said the second deal is one of the most difficult moves to do if you're changing up the pattern in which you're doing it. And that's kind of what this whole effect is reliant upon. But even if you feel like you don't have enough practice with it, definitely learn that move. I'll put the link to it on the screen. I have a great tutorial on it. You can check it out. But it's definitely worth learning, because the technique taught here can be applied across many, many effects to make you look like an absolute pro. So to start, I like to begin by giving the deck a false shuffle. But before we even do that, I have to say, the cards are in alternating red, black, red, black, red, black order, as you can see here. I say the order doesn't matter, but it obviously does. So red, black order, that's pretty much the entire deck. I like to begin this trick by giving the deck a false overhand shuffle. So what that looks like is like this. I toss over a packet of cards into my left hand in the overhand position. Then I peel off 1, 2, 3, 4. I push this in, put a whole chunk of cards here, throw the rest in front like this, push up here and down here. And so these break off into packets. I throw this down, then I peel 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was too many. Put the rest on top. I have a full tutorial on it. You can choose to do this or not, but it maintains the cards in the perfect red, black alternating order. Now, you can even give the deck a false cut, which again, I highly recommend. You can even have the spectator give the deck a cut, because that'll make this effect even more powerful, because the order doesn't really matter. What matters is the cards remain in that red, black, or black, red order. So once you're all set to go, you begin by telling the spectator that story. You're going to demonstrate to them the abilities of a skilled card cheat, a card shark, a card mechanic, whatever you want to call it. And you begin with the cards. I like to hold them in a dealer's grip like this or a mechanic's grip, and this is how I do my second deal. Quick tutorial on the second deal, like I said, I'll link the video, but quick tutorial, I like to do a push off second, so I push off 2 cards as close as possible to 1, and then I take the bottom card and I deal that off. You could also do the strike second, which I feel like is not a natural second deal, but it's a lot easier to do. What you're really doing is taking this card, pivoting it on the bottom here, taking the card above it, and dealing that out. So whatever method you're more comfortable with, like I said, they're both going to take a good amount of practice. But here's the theory behind this trick, right? So you begin by showing a black card, red card, black card, red card, right? And you're showing all these cards in alternating order. That's pattern number 1. You pick these cards up and then you put them back on top of the deck and tell the spectator the cards are now arranged in alternating order. But we can take those same cards and change the alternating order. Now, what you're going to do is, the way you're dealing, by the way, is taking the card like this and peeling out up front. So you do this, right, with the red, black, and then you pick everything up, and now you show them or demonstrate to them those same cards can be manipulated. So you deal the top card normally, the next card is going to be a second. So I push off 2 cards as 1, take the card underneath, and now that's 2 black. Now you're going to deal 3 normals. So 1, 2, 3 normal. And as soon as you see this card, this color matches this color, then you deal, then you deal a second. And then you deal 1, 2, 3, then you deal a second. 1, 2, 3, you deal a second. Right, so you could do this literally as long as you want. I would prefer you to not go past this because then it would kind of get a little boring. So I like to show the spectator now the cards between the ace of spades and the jack of clubs are in alternating sets of 2. We're going to take those exact cards, remember that jack of clubs, because we're going to stop between the ace and jack and show you the cards are now in single alternating order. So you deal, again, we do the exact same pattern. We deal 1 normally, we do a second deal for the next one, then we deal 1, 2, 3, the 4th card's a second, we deal 1, 2, 3, the next card's a second, then we deal 1, 2, 3, the next card's a second, and then you deal 1, did we start at the jack? Yeah, I guess we did start at the jack, okay. So you can see now the cards are in alternating order. You square all these up again, and this is where I kind of have a lot more fun with it, because me just saying this isn't as much fun, but you seeing the pattern come out from the tips of your fingers as you're talking and dealing is incredible, right? It's such a different feeling. But when you're doing this dealing, by the way, you want to make sure you end on not a second, okay? You want to not end on a second deal, otherwise the next 2 cards will be the same color. Ideally, you want to end in a way where the cards are not in the same color, at least for this first half of the effect. So right, you do this, you put the cards back on top, first half of the effect is over. Now we're switching up to the 3 card routine. You deal a second card, put that down on the table, put the rest of the cards on top of that card. You lift all these cards up like this. Now the top 2 are the same, the bottom 2 are also the same. Now as you're dealing, you deal 3. So to get the 3, you deal 1, 2, second, 1, 2, second, 1, 2, second, 1, 2, second, 1, 2, second. And I think I like to go as far as the top and bottom packets are not the same color. So now I just showed 3s, I put these on the side, and I show, okay, now the rest of the cards I want to get your help with, you tell me what to deal. This is where it gets a lot more fun, but also a little bit more difficult, because now they can tell you 1, 2, or 3. If they say 3, you continue dealing the same way. 1, 2, second deal, 1, 2, second deal, 1, 2, second deal, 1, 2, second deal. And I don't deal too many, I just deal maybe around this much, or maybe even a bit less. Square these up, put them off to the side. Now if they say 2s, you're gonna deal 1, 2, 3, then second. So 1, 2, 3, second. 1, 2, 3, second. 1, 2, 3, and second. And you'll see, of course, these are now in alternating 2s. And to end it all off, I like to always end with 1s because, and even if they don't pick 1s, I like to kind of guide them in the direction of picking 1s, because then the cards actually end smoothly. So for example, and to do 1s, by the way, it's alternating. So normal deal, second deal, normal deal, second deal, normal deal, second deal, and you keep going like this until the cards have completed, because that'll actually give you a clean ending. Let's end with the final recap. Cards are in alternating order. You give the deck a couple of false cuts, false shuffles, whatever you want to do, and then you start dealing. You first deal normally to show the cards are in alternating order. Then you square everything up, put it back on top, and now you're going to repeat the pattern of deal one card normally, then second, normal, 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 second, 1, 2, 3, second, 1, 2, 3, second, 1, 2. You want to make sure you end before you get to that 3 and 4, okay? That's going to be really important because that keeps the rest of the cards in their perfect alternating order. So now you show this, you remember the bottom card, 8 of clubs. You put this back on top, and now you do the same thing. You deal one card, you deal a second, then you do 1, 2, 3, fourth is a second. 1, 2, 3, fourth is a second. 1, 2, 3, fourth is a second, and chances are you're going to end now in 1, 2. That's the 8 of clubs. The rest of the cards are in perfect order. You take this, square all this up. You do a second deal, taking the second card, putting it on the table, put the rest of the cards on top. Now, since the top two are the same color, you can deal threes. 1, 2, deal a second, that's a 3. 1, 2, deal a second, that's 3. 1, 2, second. And honestly, you can do this as long as you want. I would probably go around this far. Make sure the top and bottom packets are opposite colors. Square all this up. Now the spectator picks out what they want you to deal out. 1, 2s, or 3s. Let's just say they want 2s. You deal 1, 2, 3. Fourth card is a second. 1, 2, 3. Fourth card is a second. 1, 2, 3. Fourth card is a second. And you always want to make sure with this final stuff, you're dealing to a point where the second is always the ending card. You're not going to end with 1, 2 more because that wasn't a second. You ended with the second here. And again, I like to make sure that the top and bottom are different colors, just so even numbers of the same cards have been dealt. Now, a good way to actually practice this trick as well is with the remaining cards, just do alternating singles. Let's say red, you do a second, normal, second, and this is how the cards are going to be remaining in that in perfect order. Let's just finish this up. And there you have the control of a card mechanic. And sure, it's going to require some practice, but it's well worth the effort to make you look like a pro. Huge shout out to all my Underground Club members, and thank you, love you, see you soon.